Good morning and welcome back to my office. My name's Kirsten. I buy, sell vintage antiques, collectibles, secondhand, anything that I think I can sell to make a bit of profit to be able to work from home. I've got a helper in the office, Dave, sat in my chair, keeping it warm for me. I did have Benji and Eddie here until a minute ago, but they've just run away. It's still January. It's like the longest January I've ever known. That's not true. But I must admit, the last week I have been struggling a bit. The dark days are not good for me. Yeah, so I have really struggled. So I'd started doing videos over the last few days, but just not managed to do anything. Yesterday was absolutely grim. It was that storm, whatever we're on now, which really hit Devon and our old town, Ottery St Mary, really bad. So if you are a viewer from down there, I hope you're okay, because it looked pretty awful. And I can't say that I've been that productive or busy over the last, I think it's a week since I did my vlog. January hit me hard, let's say. I did plant some of the bulbs that Roy sent. Thank you so much. I started planting them all and then I suddenly thought, oh no, I shouldn't be planting all these. Luckily, we're okay. So I planted a couple of the ones that you could put out in February. Well, it's the end of Jan, isn't it? And then the others I've put away to plant out later, and I've decided to have them all in this front bit so that I can see them from my office, so that'll be lovely. I really need to think hard about what I'm going to do with this box in front of my window, because last year it looked lovely for, I don't know, maybe 6 weeks, but the rest of the time it wasn't great, and so I really need to think that through. What I'd love is like a proper like cottage garden type box, but because it's out the front, it's awkward to get to water, because I'd have to walk all the way around or go through the back gate and go out that way. But with the dogs, it's not that easy to come in and out of gates. So yeah. Anyway, what are the things I need to tell you? Well, I need to say thank you to Wendy and Lisa, who ordered on my website. Thank you so much. I have packed those this morning and they will be going off very shortly. I also need to say thank you to Louise, who sent us some supplements for Jenny off our wish list. Really do appreciate it. She does seem a bit better. It's not perfect, but she's running around and yeah, she's able to jump up on the sofa again. So yeah, she's a tough old bird and she's doing really well. So that is a big relief. Darren went to Louth the other day. Because I told you he was going on his own, didn't I? I did. He did that. And he took a little bit of video, so I shall put that in now. box was delivered full of the gorgeous wax melts. I love having this order because as I open the box, the smell just fills my office and it's so beautiful. These are all hand poured by my friend down in Devon. So if you're ordering from me, you're not only supporting my business, but you're supporting hers as well. You get 3 in a packet and they're £2 per packet. And people do love them. If you've had them from me in the past, if you could leave a comment saying how lovely they are and which are your favourite scents. I got a top up of lots of the really popular ones, Fig and Dewberry, Peony Blush Suede, what else? Cassis and Fig, all sorts of things. And I also got 2 new scents, which I will show you at the end. Here are the 2 new scents. I've not had a chance to try them out. Sandalwood Elixir and Cedarwood and Orris. Both lovely, rich, deep scents. I need to pop out to deliver some parcels. Our weekly sort of routine was put off this week by the fact that my postal scales broke. Had to order some new ones and it's put us out of sync in dropping off parcels. So I'm going to go do that, and I've got to pop to Aldi because we need a bit of shopping. And then we'll see. I've been doing a bit of doodling yesterday in the dark. Trying out different things. And I haven't done much else. I've done a bit of Sudoku. I got that book at the charity shop the other day, so I've been doing a bit of that. And watching a bit of telly. And that's it. Oh, I had my eye test on Monday as well. When I got booked in, the lady said, I get free eye tests because my mum's got glaucoma. So I get free eye tests, but she said I could pay an extra £25 and they do a more in-depth look at the back of my eyes and things like that to pick up on any problems. And I decided to go for it. Normally I'm tight and I don't spend money, but because my mum's got glaucoma and my mum's mum had, I think she had detached retinas. I think that's right. And then there's my cousin has something which I don't know what it is. And so I just thought, you know what? I'm going to pay it. So I paid it. And the optician gave me a full bill of health regarding my eyes. So that's good. I have got a new prescription. I didn't want to get the glasses there and then. 1, I was on my own. And you need somebody to help you choose. 2, I thought I could order some online. But then when I got back, I realised that because I want occupational glasses rather than just reading glasses, which are slightly like a varifocal, but they're for doing sort of reading down here. This is what these are, reading down here, and then this bit's for looking at a computer at a sort of mid-distance. And I want some of this, again, if you see what I mean. And that's complicated to order online. So I'm going to go back to Boots, but my daughter should be coming down in a week or so's time. And then I can ask her to help me, to come with me, help me choose. You're a lot better today, aren't you, Jenny? Yes, waggy tail. I've just got back from Aldi, dropping the parcels off at Aldi. I got to the garage, dropped my parcels off and realised I'd left my phone at home. Oh, and I went into like a little mini panic. I was like, oh my God, do I drive home to get my phone before I go to Aldi, which is silly because it's like I'm halfway there by then. And I was thinking, if I break down or anything, I don't know any phone numbers off by heart anymore. I'd be stuck without a phone. I was just like, oh my God. But I got there and I got back and nothing happened. Can you believe? Sunshine. God, it seems like forever, doesn't it? And down here, snowdrops poking up everywhere. And I think they're daffodils, but definitely snowdrops. Is there the sun in your eyes, Benji? Darren's outside making the most of the sunshine. Such a long time since it's felt like this. It actually feels quite warm as well, which is nice. And the birds tweeting like crazy. So nice. And the door's open. The dogs can go in and out as they like, which Dave's loving the garden. He loves going out, running around. So I think the spring and the summer is going to be great for him. Benji, not so much. He'd rather stay inside in the warm, which is generally next to a radiator if he can find one that's on. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a bit of listing this afternoon because I've not been able to get on with that as much as I'd want to because the light's been so poor. So I'm going to do that this afternoon. But the other day I videoed the final bit of the jewellery. So what I'll do is I'll pop that in now. And then at the end, I will show you the bits that I'm going to put on my website. I've put the remainder of all the jewellery into this one box, and I've just pulled out some just to start untangling the stuff before I start. So I'm going to put my phone in the phone holder and we'll go through some of it and see if there's anything there at all. To save time, I got this little lot out here. It's all rubbish. Lots of it's just this sort of plasticky feeling stuff. So I'll literally just scoot that over there. I've also got a pile of pearl type beads and then a few other beady type necklaces. There's this one and this one. There's a tiara or a hairband. Tiara sounds fancier, doesn't it? There's some of these vintage beads. I can't tell whether that is where they've worn off or if that's a deliberate pattern. They feel kind of tacky, not particularly pleasant. And then let's bring this in. Okay, we've got a cake fork, some bangles. That one's a nice one. It's got like mother of pearl, I think, and brass. This one could possibly be silver, so I'll have a closer look at that one. More bangles. This one looks like a big nail. Looks like it should open up because there's a thing there, but I can't work out how it would open. Oh, there we go. A very fancy watch. A ring. And then this lot. We've got a big gold chain. I did make a start on untangling everything, but obviously didn't get far enough. Done a bit of untangling. Some little pink plastic beads. A very over the top bracelet. A chain. An earring. This is an earring, apparently. A leather thing, a bracelet, this crystal thing. I'll check to see if that's silver chain because it feels like it could be. This is unusual. All the stones are missing, but look how unusual that is. Brutalist, I think you'd call that. There's one single earring here. Looks like a vintage clip-on. So to that side there, I've got a pile of stuff that's all broken, plastic, whatever. And then I've pulled out a few bits to show you. I'm not saying that these are all worth something, they're not. These are broken, but aren't they lovely beads? You see? But they'll go in the broken pile. There's some stone ones. Look at these for wild, they're broken. But wild clip-on earrings. They would have had a stone there. Oh, that's the wrong way around, that way around. Look at that. They're crazy. Imagine that on your ear, the weight of it somewhere. But then I've got all these are mainly clip-on earrings. They're not. That's one, looks like tortoiseshell style earring. And these are all clip-ons. So there is the odd pair, but there's lots of singles. That's a pendant. That's like that shell. Is it abalone shell? It does say Mexico on the back. That's a nice pendant. There's a clip-on earring. Look at that one. It's a bit different, isn't it? So I think I'll do the clip-on earring set. But yeah, it's rather flash. Not many pairs though. So that's all those. I know that one. That's like a scarf ring. It's like a stone, but it's so mucky. I wonder if that will clean up a bit. Anyway. Oh, they're cute. Look at those. Is there a pair of those? Don't think so. One cufflink. This is cute, little pendant. You see? I don't think it's anything special, but it's cute. There's a ring. Another ring. It's a tiny little locket. It's a bit broken. That one. A little pendant, stone one, and another one there. This one's a button. But isn't that a bit different for a button? Can you see that? It's like a heart with an arrow through it. And then there's this pin badge. And then there's this, which is like a tie clip. But it's got a sword that comes out. It's very tarnished. And then I have a pile of earrings. Lots of hoops. I don't think they'll be silver, but I will double check before I get rid of any. Yeah, nothing's grabbing me as exciting, but you never know with these ones. They could be gold, couldn't they? This one's pretty. So I'll have a closer look at that one. So overall, I didn't find much in that lot. Few bits that maybe I'll keep. This one, this brass bangle, and the weird nail bangle. This is nice. It's like a scarf clip. It has got a maker's mark. There he is. Can you see it? So, I don't know. Maybe it's worth something. I'm going to keep this cute little pin badge. This one, tiny little silver cross. This chain I think is silver, but the pendant isn't, but it's all tangled up, so I'll get that off at some point. Pair of silver earrings. Again, a pair of silver earrings. They're a bit bent, but scratched. I think this is silver. That was that thing that was all tangled up. I'm not going to keep it, but I just thought I'd show you. There's all stones missing from it, but you can imagine how pretty that was. I'm not sure what pendant, maybe? But I'll put that in the box. A key, because I always keep keys. This is unusual. I think it's a earring. No maker's mark, but there's a sticker on the back that says £19.50. Or maybe do you think that's 1950s? I don't know. But if I take that sticker off, there might be a mark underneath. These little earrings are marked, so I'm going to do some more research into them. This is like a low-grade gold. I looked that up. This doesn't have any marks, but I'm suspicious. I think this might... It's a possibility that could be gold. Again, these aren't marked, but they look like silver. Possibly those two. And then this necklace isn't silver, but it's marked Corocraft on there. So I'm going to see if I can sell that one. And then I just found this envelope full of bits, so let's have a look.
sort of pendant. It's like a enamel bit, that is. That's weird. Tiny, tiny little ring on a ring. I wonder if it's a charm from a charm bracelet. There's no stone in there, though. That could be silver, couldn't it? Tiny little earring. Little clasp. Looks like a hairclip. Badge. An earring. Button. Another button. Another button. Don't know what that is. Some beads. Not very exciting, that envelope, was it? Broken earring. I'll just double check.
Right, so I'll just check these. And that. Well, it's not a lot that I've kept out of all those 4 boxes. There was a couple of other bits that I shoved on my website the other day. But basically, that's it out of all of that. Thought I'd quickly show you the bits that I picked out to put on my website. That all came from that lot. First thing is this tea box. Be a pure India tea. It's just a really nice box. Instructions on how to make tea on that side, and here's the inside. So it's that light wood that you cigar boxes are made out of. Don't know what that is. Anyway, that's the first thing, and then the other things are jewellery. So I've got this little scarf clip. It's Liber USA is the mark that I found on that. That's the back. So it probably goes that way. But that's nice, isn't it? Like a Celtic knot kind of a there. There's the nail bracelet. Did work out how to open that up, didn't I? You push it. Did work it out. Bear with. Once you get the hang of it, it's easy, but it's just, you have to fiddle with it to start with to get the hang of it. But yeah, so it's like a nail. There's that one. There's the little brass bangle with the purple sort of pearlescence, purpley pink pearlescent sections. That one. I thought I'd try this one and see if anybody's interested. The metal belt. So it's just a metal chain, and then it's got a belt buckle bit on there. I'll put measurements on my website for that. There's a little lapel clip of a crown. Now you can see that these have got stones in here and here. I've got a feeling that one's missing from there and one's missing from there, but it's very symmetrical. It's very nice. And then I've got 2 rings. I've got the M&S one. It does have a bit of tarnish down the bottom there. Can you see that? But on the inside, it says M&S 925. That's nice, isn't it? It's that one. And I did size that. I'll put it in the listing. And then I've got this ring, which I couldn't work out what it said underneath. It does say Britain on one side, and then on the other side it looked like it said something, and I couldn't work out what it was. I think it's Mirage. But yeah, that's nice, and it's like got this engraved all the way around. It's that one. And then some job lots. I've got the job lot of clip-on earrings. There are a few pairs, but there's lots of odd ones in there. But I thought for crafting, or if you like reselling, there are, as I say, a few pairs in there. So if that's of interest. Then I've got a job lot of pearl type necklaces. I think they're all faux pearl, but I don't know. So if you want to chance your luck, there's those. Some are broken, some are not. So there's those. And then there's these ones. Let me get these ones out. So we've got this one with jewel strand. I I think these are just plastic, aren't they? But they're made to look like glass. I might not, it might be glass. Certainly feels a bit cool. These ones are definitely glass. I love these. They're like all cut glass beads. And as I say, be an amazing sun catcher if you could make something out of that. But it's all intact, that one. So that one. That one, again, hang on.
Yep, that's all intact as well. Look at it up.
There we go. So this one's got 3 strands to it. And then that's the clasp there. And then another glass one, shorter one, graduated. That's that. And then one single one with this clasp. And that does say 800 on the back. I'm pretty sure that's what it said. Yeah. Yeah, that's that one. And then there was just a few loose beads as well. And finally, we have got this box with all the rest. Everything in there was the stuff that I haven't kept. So I don't think there's any silver or any gold. There's lots of beads and broken bits, but if you're interested, it's there. Now I've had to boost the price a little bit on my website just to cover the postage because that is really heavy. So there's a bit extra in the price to cover the extra postage. Here's a quick reminder of the fragrances and which big names they are similar to. You can pause it if you want to look at it carefully. The sunshine. Can you see it? It's amazing. It's amazing. Oh dear. I really have felt pretty awful, if I'm honest. It's been a bit of a struggle, and Darren's not been feeling all that great either. So, yeah, it's not been the cheeriest of households this last week. But sunshine is coming and all of that. So, I'm going to round up because the video is going to be long enough. I'm going to have problems uploading if I make it any longer. But thank you so much for joining me. If you could leave me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. And a comment is even better. If you can't think of anything to say, then leaving an emoji really does help with all the algorithms. If you haven't subscribed and you like a gentle kind of vlog just about life and stuff, whatever comes up, then please think about subscribing. Okay, take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon.